All right, hello world. I'm gonna record here the playoffs of Quarantine Cup. This is actually 42. I need Quarantine Cup 42. I'm playing not too bad, and on the other side of the bracket, Tracer is facing off against Minion Pawn. Tracer is the #1 seed, so if I win this, I'll be second player in the last game. This has basically no draw and bunch of junking. Gonna be sort of annoying. I guess you could buy rats and advance them. I'm not sure that's all that great. Maybe it's okay. I mean, it might be okay. It's probably not. There's not like a lot of good stuff here. I'm gonna try and get a mount to bank and a counterfeit, and that's about it. I think, like I said, I think it's probably okay-ish. I don't know. Advance on rats isn't like the most exciting rats synergy of all time. I mean, I guess it's nice to trash the curses some, but not that nice. Of course, if you just draw 5, then the rats doesn't do too much to you. Gotta play the Mount of Bank here. So we had a little collision, but we get a second Mount of Bank into here. I do wish I had the core. Oh, great. Okay, well, I bottom deck the 2 Mount of Banks. Probably, I guess you could buy Peace Stones. I'm gonna say no to that, but I really just bought an idol because I don't think there's a lot that's hugely better. This is kind of gross, but not that gross, I guess. May take an expand here. I don't think I mean, this is just going to be a big messy game. At the end of the day, we're going to shuffle the decks and try and hit 8. There's not going to, I mean, they can get more actions than me, but they're still going to be confronted with the same basic problem. They're not going to have a deck that, like, runs. I don't believe in the Courtyard Hamlet stuff. Maybe it'll work. But I don't particularly believe in it. That was pretty fortunate to collide the idols there. That was fortunate to now I could get another idol or I could get another counterfeit. It's probably idol. Okay, we have a little bit of sadness here. I think I'm willing to just expand the mountain bank, in all honesty, by courtyard. A lot of the curses will be done. This does just feel like too fancy to me. And also, if you go too far, it goes to a 3 pile. Like if they literally run one of these piles, then it opens up like duchy pile outs because the curses will run eventually. So if the hamlets go completely, I think that's problematic for them, given the score currently anyway. All you do with the hamlet courtyard stuff is you just cycle, so you can, I mean, cycling's not bad necessarily, but if you didn't add good cards in, then it doesn't get you a whole lot. I should either buy, I do have a lot of 5 still, which makes the second expand not unreasonable. So just duchies are also looking pretty appealing. Guess I'm going with the second expand. This is 8 exact on a copper trash, which is really nice. If you could advance the rats into duchies, they'd be a lot more appealing here, but I'm putting the expands partially. They just give me a lot of, yeah, and the hamlet lowering I don't particularly like. I mean, they're kind of in a hard spot just because of the way the junking has gone out, and they're not in control of that, of course. But it's still kind of unfortunate for them. Or, I mean, very unfortunate for them. But I got a wisp, so I could try. I guess there's not a whole lot of reason to counterfeit it. I'm not kidding. You can put a little pile pressure on here. The only other thing to buy there was like a duchy or silver courtyard instead of courtyard hamlet. But silver hamlet, I suppose. Anyway, I think it'll be really hard for them to win at this point. I doubt they even have very much money in hand right now. So we'll just be able to, we may get a boon that lets us empty the 2s further. If we do, I'll take it. Or I'll just buy a duchy. Or I'll get a really good wind and I'll buy a province. Nonsense wind. This can probably be a courtyard or a hamlet. Maybe I just wait and buy estate until the points are actually... Until I get like 3 gains in a turn or something. It's not real likely, but not impossible. They have 7 rats. Okay. I didn't actually have enough to do it. Because I didn't have an action in hand even to advance. Okay, this will be game. I think there's a world where they outscore me in this turn. Yeah, I mean, I got a way big lean on the junking. I guess we'll go check and see. Minion Pawn and Tracer are already here, so I guess... Tracer 1. Okay. Okay, Trish has a 2-5. Guess do an improve. There's a lot of draw here. Tracer's gonna open Wharf or Cobbler. But Wharf looks like the thing. They find their Wharf turn 3, so that's good for Tracer. Hopefully didn't hit 5 with it as well. That would be quite bad for me. Didn't find my silver, but still pretty decent shuffle. Forum, I might think about a Cobbler, but Forum's probably fine. Should I add another improve or should I add it like a silver or a bard? All stories aren't that good yet. I mean, silver is probably the safest thing. That does hurt. That does hurt. A little bit, not getting 5 there. okay. What if he's taking the other gold right now? Probably not. Hmm. This sucks. How? Not good. Yeah, not finding the wharf there is probably lights out. I'm not sure what else. Obviously, those didn't have to be the buys. There's still a little play. This was pretty good draw. Definitely a reasonable draw, actually. Just gonna have an issue with him having the money right now. You can pretty much just play this as golds and wars. Oh, whoops. War is a lot of horses. Do I want the gold? Kind of want a mastermind. Maybe too slow though. Trish has a bunch of horses, I guess. I don't really know what the horses were for. Not exactly, anyway. I'm gonna need to get some more hostelries. This turn may be like gold hostelry nobles. I may need a mastermind. I may not draw. There's just a bunch of wharves down in here, right? Yeah, so there's some sequence where we draw this so that there's like a hostelry in the bottom. But not that way. Not in this universe anyway. That didn't quite work out either. Money wise. Tracer failed to draw a little bit. He didn't find his forum. I mean, failed to draw is a little bit of a misleading thing when this is the turn. That doesn't quite capture what happened here. There's definitely going to be... I may have 3 pile threat. I don't know if I have $16. Probably if I lower the... I guess I also don't have 8 buys. Or 9 buys. Good point. Fair enough. Not super in love with Sacred Grove. But I'm even less in love with my draw. We got a bunch of wharfs sitting down in here. I just don't want them to be able to pile out, which may be something I've allowed. I think there's a hostelry. There's not a hostelry. So I guess I'm just totally confused about what my deck was. Should have got a form rather than a groundskeeper. Trish can definitely like outscore me. That's not a problem for them. Maybe I should have bought a hostelry. My issue is going to be 3-pile threat, and then some turn tracer just can buy a bunch of estates or whatever as they pile out, as he piles out. So I don't know. Probably lost. I probably should have gotten a forum. Probably this groundskeeper isn't really the issue. The issue is probably more whether I draw and whether I he can make up the points. I mean, I guess Tracer didn't quite draw deck, so could go down a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be nobles on this. Okay. Well, $8, $12. We needed $20, I think, to really get anywhere. I mean, we can lower the nobles. I don't think there's a win, right? I mean, what would that? I guess 20. Well, 20. That's not a winning thing. So you can get nobles and nobles. We're just $4 short. Which I don't really have. I guess I do have $4 more. I guess there was some world where I drew it. If I didn't have to put these nobles for villages, if I had gotten hostelries, if I only need $4 more, there was some world where I won. This turn. I'm worried that this is just giving them a pile out, but because that's the big thing we don't want to do. We could take a duchy. What does Tracer have in groundskeeper? 3 groundskeepers, so these could be worth 5 points. 15 is already enough to win. So they have the improve. They just need $12, $20. They just have the 1 improve, right? I have 2. There's 1 improve. So they would need $20 unless I lower. Of course, then that's not winning, but then they can buy estates to make it up. Not sure. Well, this doesn't look winning. I could easily fail to draw whatever it is I need to draw. If I had had more groundskeepers down, I probably could have taken the nobles. Improve is really, really good on this board. Well, I had to win now. Or it wasn't going to work, so I need to find the improve. How many nobles did I bottom deck? I have all the nobles right, so there are 3 down in here. I think my wars are gone, but there are 3 nobles down in here that I didn't draw. Yeah, this isn't gonna cut it. Nobles, nobles. I mean, I can triple nobles. I don't know why I would do that necessarily. We also didn't draw one of the groundskeepers. This is not that odd. It's just a little sad to have 3 nobles down in here. It's not like that unlikely necessarily. I could go province, duchy, estate, nobles. Rationally has 1 wharf. Okay, so that does change things. I could go triple duchy, nobles, triple nobles, estate. That's 4, 4, 4, 3, 12, 15. That's 15. Province, duchy, estate, nobles is 8, 13, 16, 20. And if Trisher gets $16, his groundskeepers probably do it. There's definitely something that's appealing of not giving him a pile out that scores points like he has to do, like not giving the provinces, basically. What was triple nobles or triple duchy nobles was 5, 15, 19. Hopefully Tracer can't get just like 7 buys. Okay. Should be good. They can do 5 estates, which is quite a few points, but they can do double debt G estate, which doesn't even quite pass me. It does by a point. Oh no, more than a point. It does by quite a few points. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Do I have wharves? I have like 1 wharf. And if I can get to a province. So what is the Citadel play? I think I maybe messed this up the last time, but I'm not sure. Which gets you the most, what lets you see the most stuff? They're probably about the same. It's like card versus action, right? Sort of. I mean, you're gonna have to play some of the nobles as I have no idea if that's what you're supposed to do. This is not winning. We needed to find the other improve or the wharf. We also didn't see any of the hostelries again. But Trish is just gonna draw a bunch here and win. Yeah, none of this helps. Yeah. Double province or quad estate. Yeah, I had a couple draws that I had a real shot, but it didn't pan out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks everyone who came out and played. And I will see you all later. Congrats to Tracer.